tumusabile tugenda mujja kwalinga Museveni tugenda mujjako n'oyo mutabani we omutamiivu agenda kusasulira buli kikolobero kyakoze eggwanga.
Right, for the very first time, His Excellency Robert going back to his senses, back to his form. Hakakasiza and His Excellency Mu7 is obutalayira kubanga. Oh my God, he has everything. Winzo kumbuze biliwa wetula wansoka lili soko muli this speech about the very marvelous ngali wali California. Nyogala kujokiza video na soko jimpeleka like mumazi subscribinga ogete hakumukutu go figuno. Nyogala kujokiza kadeka jam personalize okateke most at least subjects obulengo zifuna mbudi soko His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi speech ye wali California tumwetu yongereyo Mama.Janet Mu7 okufa mu maasawo.
And this stubborn woman said, Bobi, go, I'll stay home. Nange nempeta. Number 16. And Bobi stayed in house arrest for another 9 days alone. When we saw the religious leaders come home, she was alone in house arrest. She was hungry at Thailand and America. Thank you, Mama. I respect you. But the people of Uganda, Batuyamba, Bonna, Abaina everybody, Nabataina everybody, they stood with us. But there's this one time, Nizijukira na manyumizako kwa father baki kuitanga ngataina chakua nena kwechitambiro chemisa atwalo ene nyumba waliwo batu zingulira bali batu kuikiriza ne tuweta nasibira mu nyumba ya obaye kwa wani ali omukazi nuka Bobi nyinga uchara na nyingira kati nyumba nyingine waya msajja onyingire mu nyumba ya ni nyingire zipo nezibika nitawo kakati omukyala ningata kati obakati awo agenda bakubira bagameze mpaka kadde wono mufunye bandi awo mukazi azze nina mama mza anga bawuli abantu baleka basira bandi awo mukazi atuse n'omusajja mukulukulu ningamba ndetedde bawa mfudde omusajja agenda kukuza ekindo ky'amanyumba nanga Bobi tote zemunana zeno naye n'olunkulu naye kakasiza nti Katonda akola. Reverend Achogendeko, he can't believe I'm here. Reverend, I also can't believe I am here. But what God took us through to be able to leave the country is amazing. What my wife and family had to endure is amazing. But we're here. When one very articulate pastor, young pastor, he talked about injustice. It does not matter in any developed world. You want to believe, okay, politics, fine. When the whole world is watching, Mugabe mugenda kulonda. Netufanya tugamba no, banange temukwata. Chifananyi kyange kwata bendera ya ggwanga, because this is not about me. No tukaze betukano mu America buli wamu ndaba bendera ya ggwanga batimbye. N'olumu kuba twadukana abaana baffe. Ogenda kasomero ya galoba obaka tamisi okusoma aba nomba ayizo kubanga soma kwa naye kyusoko okulaba tebawani kabendera ya gwanga mwana nakubuza tata. But this is exactly what caused us trouble home. Kwegamba mwana takutegeera naba bano bali mukuwanika bendera atenga yatuleetedde ebizibu bendera ekino okuba ekyomweno obwenkanya obwo okujjako n'abantu bannannyini ku ggwanga lyabwe mwalabye njagala obagamba obanga obutali bwenkanya bubajjako waya then oli bakyali bange. Look at you. the color of your skin, your denomination shall be free. I've seen this before. Abatsengako bukulu balabye South Africa bali babaddeko mu dduka naye baddayo ewaabwe. I did not see Idi Amin. I did not even see Obote because I was only 4 years when Obote fell. But I've seen modern day Amin, I've seen modern day Hitler. Because we live in a country where somebody, because they are the son of the person in power, will come and say, I will kill you, I will castrate you, and they do it. They say, I'll come to your house and humiliate your wife, and they do it. They think it's a sign of strength. No, that's a sign of weakness. For a man, big and tall and old, over 50, and you take 70 men to humiliate a woman like this one, and at the end of the day, she wins you because you've not been able to destroy her faith. Whenever that comes to you, remember Wagure Waliokato. Yeah. These are things I used to hide from my children. We don't do that anymore because it's everywhere. At least now we know that when our children see us in jail, they know we've not stolen anything. When they see us on the run, they know it's for the right cause. I want to appreciate you, friends, that have taken us in. My daughter talked about them. But thank you very much for bearing this burden with us. Right now, we are a burden. But we are embraced. One day, all this is going to be history. One day we shall tell our children stories of how we ran away from our home, but we went back and rescued our home. One day we shall be victorious. I know that. Thank you very, very much to my family. Thank you very much for being strong. Thank you for also keeping me strong. You know, this omanyi mugezi basudde agamba oyinza okukola omuntu ekintu mweyagala awulire bubi ate nomaliza ng'omuyambe. So this has given me opportunity to reflect, to think, to replan, but also to meet very many people that I was too busy to meet back home. Nandi basanzewa. Finally, to you friends, many of you, especially the leaders, mubadde temundaba. Because sometimes nange ni muntu bera neta okuma babi etuda mukasonda ntukabire ebikusakula maziga n'omugenga. So please understand us. Kiringa ebbanga lyonna linabiri Uganda nekwekambaano ziramu okulebeza abamu ne bagamba n'otutuuka wange ne bagamba munaye kati gwoli marketi zindi wa mimunyo. So onsanga nga wakabaya je nekwese oba nga nekwese wa abudu soja oba nga nekwese wa jenokazo muvuzi wa boda. Please understand, same thing here. Tutambulanga bayekera kuba tumanyi nti neno gye tuli obusajja bajja butulondoola naye tuli kumite. So with those few words, I want to appreciate you, friends. I'm here for a few days and I'll be moving all over America.
Alright, omukuba ne Uganda oba omukuba community so kumuyita international community habagala Uganda abazungu kuteera tegeza bana Uganda na government news machaz twagala ha family his excellency Yoweri Mu7 okuva muyize bane nikira okubeera nga mutambuza mawulire amachamu nadalira abana ba national unity ha platform every nagamba nti musajja bajja basiba abasiba ekitaba kwatako olukati obalimbako bidala baba kinda kulaki okutirayo ha dalira ne kizina bagamba nti very cautious ku postinga bagibedela bwe posting ebiri wakirigamba nti mbu wakirigamba nti olowooza wakirigamba nti nebedela nawe tomanyi wabiwulidde mwero awo yinyonyo kujja kitaba tina subscribing video gituwereka like bomeze subscribing wegeti ku mukutu gwaffe guno kati kajja personalize okateke mu sibigambo byange njagala osoko mujizi ngabi kunyonera na Uganda liyo blogger liyo wa national unity platform.
Good late evening, Uganda. Now, someone I follow on this platform had posted that a journalist was jailed for making false statements about the First Lady Janet Mu7. So they had said that she had passed away, and it was false. And so they've been in jail. And so when I see there's a lady on this platform making claims about Bobi Wine and General Muhoozi and that, and a lot of her stories, yes, it's a lady, they are so outlandish, so outrageous. I don't understand. If a journalist in Uganda is in jail for making false statements, what makes anyone think that if you make a false statement about this family that you will not be jailed? And so I say, please be very cautious of what you say about Mu7 and Muhoozi, because who knows what will happen to you? Probably the same fate, jail. And so that's it. I always post what I see and what I think, but I am not in Uganda, because if I was, well, I probably would have been in jail long ago, just like anybody else, because I've posted much about Muhoozi and his inflammatory comments on X and Mu7 and his wife. And so, yes, I would have been thrown in jail, but I'm not, because I'm not in Uganda. So again, please be mindful. If it's not true, don't say it. You can say you think, but don't say it's true. But as I said, this other TikToker makes the most outlandish, bizarre claims, not just about Muhoozi, Mu7, his wife, and even Bobi Wine. I just have to go past these posts that they make, these videos, because they're just too outlandish, too outrageous to even believe. So